Hello everyone, welcome to this one bar Warden build. I know I said quite a very long time ago I would do another Warden build and then nothing happened for quite some time, but now here it is. So this is my one bar Warden build. So for the skills I'm using Deceptive Predator from the Animal Companion tree for my CC removal, aided minor evasion, as well as my passive ulti gain with the Animal Companion Flourish passive. My second skill is Radiating Regeneration from the Restoration skill tree. It's healing over time. My first skill is Echoing Vigor from the Assault tree. Again, healing over time, but this time stamina based. Also, side note, for Echoing Vigor, it's a bit of a it enables you to still have a healing over timer, but you also need to be mindful of your stamina. So sometimes it's a bit smarter to just use regen rather than having both, even though you should try to aim to have both up at all times. My fourth skill is Budding Seed from the Green Balance tree, which places a flower UV on the ground, which grows for 6 seconds, and while it grows, I can also trigger it again to instantly consume and activate a quite spicy burst heal at the same time. Bedding seed is also quite nice because when you are kiting, you can just put the AoE down even though there's a wall or a corner between you and the people you want to heal, or when you want to heal yourself. Just put it down a little bit ahead around the corner and you can nicely line of sight while still healing people. My last ability is a Polar Wind from the Winter's Revenge tree. It's my burst heal. It's usually what you use as your main burst heal. Also, be mindful that it scales with your max health, and it also adds a very strong healing over time for you and another person in front of you. So you will always benefit, but you can also use it as a burst heal for another player. Our ultimate is the Life Giver. I tried also with Wooden trees, but I just like Life Giver Ultimate a lot more. It feels a lot more consistent. You don't need to aim at the ground in order to be able to use the ultimate, unlike trees where you need to still aim at the ground. Life Giver, you can just keep an eye on whatever's going on around you. It's a very strong burst heal. It heals for 10k every 1 second for 5 seconds at first, so single target burst, and then it also activates Regeneration, Blessing, and Steadfast. Ward, which are 3 skills from the Restoration tree, you will have to not forget to morph in order to have them active. For the champion points, and the green CP is pretty much what the personal preference. I still like Russian and liquid efficiency for when I'm drinking potions and to make my food last a little bit longer. The two other ones are just personal preference. For the warfare tree, I'm using Duelist buff, which is my single target defensive CP, Resilience, my crit defensive CP, Ironclad, which is my direct damage defensive CP, and as a fourth CP I use Swift Renewal, which boosts my healing over time, which is all of my heals are pretty much healing over time, so which is why I decided to go with Swift Renewal rather than AoE healing or weapon and spell damage. I didn't take the AoE damage reduction, which I very often have because I have V minor evasion, which has a higher value than the 6% from the CP that reduces my AoE damage taken. For the red CP, I have Fortified, Celerity, Boundless Vitality for the max health, and Survival Instincts. If you struggle with survival, you can just swap out Fortify for Pain's Refuge. I took the flat armor over the benefit from Pain's Refuge, which builds up as the more status effects you have on you. However, if you struggle with surviving, you can just swap out Fortify for Pain's Refuge. For my attribute distribution, I have put 40 points into health, 70 points into magicka, and 7 points, which was my remains, into stamina. I am also a Berton for the race, so if you are an argonian, you might want to distribute your stats a little bit differently. My aim at first was to just hit the 40k mark with health, and then at least 24 to 25k magicka, but 40k health was my first aim when I did my attributes. For the sets, I am using 2 sets and a 1-piece monster set for resources, as well as the Oakensoul mythic. So my first 5-piece set is a base game set, which is called Robes of the Hist. It can be dropped in Shadowfen, and you can drop the jewelry and you can drop the weapons from public dungeon and the jewelry from doing anchors, or just buy them at any guild trader. And what it does, it gives us max health, weapon and spell damage, maximum magicka, and after being hit by a disabling effect, immobilizations or snares, I get healed for 2.5 health every second for 5 seconds. This effect can only apply once a second, but it cannot stack. So if you have one of these, if you have the healing up for 5 seconds, you can't overlap another heal, even if you get immobilized or attempted to be immobilized. So what it does is pretty much as soon as we get immobilized, we just get another source of passive healing. It's a selfish set, which aims and helps with survival. If you want to swap this set for something a little bit more useful, you can also go with Robes of Almalexia, which every time you take damage, you heal yourself and your allies for a certain amount of health, which adds a small healing over time. For the second set I am using Trial by Fire. So it's a craftable set that can be crafted in Hrothgar, and what it does, it adds health, armor, healing taken, so the healing you have on yourself only, and for the 5-piece bonus, while under the effect of an elemental status effect, you gain 8.5k armor. So whenever I am being put under any of the chilled, burned, concussed, or hemorrhage status effects, so bleed, I pretty much get another 8.5k armor. I chose this set because with the introduction of Arcanist, and even slightly before, a lot of people were using Vateshran Ice Staff Backbar, and now even more Ramping / front bar, or even Black Rose dual wield front bar. It's just constantly, you are always under the status effects. It's almost unavoidable with the amount of Arcanists you have in Cyrodiil right now. And it really helps with staying alive. The 8.5k max armor without any drawbacks, because you can also have similar sets like Ethereal Ascension, which increase the cost of all your resources, but you get the armor at all times. So Trial by Fire is a very nice compromise. Also, on a side note, you can think that Trial by Fire, the uptime is not going to be that good because you need to be under the effect of a status effect. However, sometimes you can be desynced, it's still a thing, and you have a status effect that just never goes away. So you don't get the uptime will be 100%. I'm not playing Trial by Fire because of this bug, but it exists and it is a thing still. Sometimes you just get desynced and you have endless status effects. You can remove it if it bothers you. You just need to take the portal into Oblivion to get the hammer at any of the gates to do the hammer quest, and you come back. So you teleport out of Cyrodiil and you teleport back into Cyrodiil, and the bug will be gone if it bothers you too bad. But if it happens and you by any chance wearing Trial by Fire, I would not take it off. For the big pieces, all my big pieces are reinforced with Tristat glyphs, so my head, chest, greaves and legs, as well as my shoulder, are heavy reinforced. My shoulder is a one piece of Magma Incarnate, just for the extra max magical recovery and stamina recovery it gives me. My hist, my pieces of trial are the head, the chest, the hands in medium impenetrable, the legs in heavy reinforced, and the feet in heavy reinforced. My hist sub pieces are the belt in light. Its hist sub is a light set, so in light impenetrable. My two jewelry pieces, and my front bar defensive, of course. My jewelry, everything is in infused magical recovery. And my mythic is, of course, the Oakensoul ring. For this build, my Mundus stone... Where is it? There you go. My Mundus stone is the ritual, which increases my healing. And I am playing as a vampire stage 3 for the extra mitigation. Also, my food is the longfish pastry Tristat Food. Here it is, which increases my max resources. And as you can see, if I just heal up and show you my resource piece, my character sheet, I just have 25k max health, 40k, 25k max mag, 40k health, around 2k magical recovery, and 32 and 41 physical and spell resistance without the proc from Trial by Fire. If I take a pot, it goes a little bit higher. We are already at 2.5k reg, which will go even higher once we're in Cyrodiil and we take any resource with the Cyrodiil bonuses from Assault. And yeah, that's about it for this build. It's very easy, pretty straightforward. It keeps you alive quite nicely. I mostly use it when I'm playing alone or I just want to log into Cyrodiil a bit, see what's going on, how's the map, where are the fights, and I'm just there on my own, doing my own thing, and I just want to heal people. That's what this build is good at. It's just healing people. It doesn't provide any buffs outside the health buff, minor toughness. But that's one of the drawbacks. Like, it's just good at one thing. It's the copious amount of healing you can dish out with it and not die. But you're not bringing any other benefits to the group. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.